How we doing? How we doing, people? How we doing? As you know, let me put my lower third up here. Oh. Okay, as you know, this is Grand Strange Smoke and Jokes. I don't smoke while I'm doing this anymore because I can't be productive. I'm one of them people that for some reason it affects me differently. Or maybe it could be the level of THC that I'm taking in. But it's what it is. Nonetheless, this is day 6 of my new grow. As you can see behind me here, right, you can see the plants kicking in. This is actually, hold on, let me slide over. All right. Let me take my little green thumb down for now. We put you back up in a minute. All right. Hold on, let me take my green thumb away. All right, okay. So, as you can see right here, now this one is the one that I was telling you was, how do you say, it had the shell on it. So it wasn't really standing up. It had all of the weight on it. So after a day, I'm telling you this so if you run across this and you see these type of things, you won't be nervous. I'm happy there's certain little setbacks happening because, well, it's always going to be some setbacks. So, I'm just showing you, even with this setback, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's not like it's going to destroy you or anything like that. As you can see, she's standing up strong right now. You can't see this one right here because hold on, let me move my lower third real quick. As you can see right here, we got everybody is looking good. Now, actually, inside this one right here, we have two. Right, we have two of them up inside this one right here. You can't see the other one right now because she's a bit smaller than the first one. I guess because she came out like a day later. Now, my forum stomper up here did not come through. So what I did today was drop a new one. Right, I put a new one in so that way. I looked around, see if anything was developing. Nothing happened, so I just dropped the same, forum stomper in there, but just a new seed. Hopefully, in a couple of days, we'll have that one up and running as well. Right? So, now that we got that out the way, let me bring my lower third back up here. Right? Now that we got that out the way, I wanna, cause I be doing my shows on Mighty Whitey U and stuff like that, and I'm, they'll like there's a group on Facebook that I deal with like podcasting and stuff like that. Now, as long as I'm not putting nothing with the Mighty Whitey in it, the Mighty Whitey U. They'll they acknowledge it, and let other people see it. But the minute I put that up there, they won't even acknowledge that and let nobody see those posts. So I'm gonna do a show on that group and show how they try to silence the people. Right, they want to silence what is coming through, especially if it doesn't fit their appeal. That's why I like dealing with, black podcasters and stuff like that because, they could hold offense to you too. You know what I'm saying? But is what it is. I mean, my thing is I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just showing the news. And I'm just, giving y'all information. As I was saying, when you look at the title of this, it is, day 6 of growing. And let's talk about, the Shriners, the Druze, and the Moors. right? So I'm gonna show you this connection with all of these groups in Freemasonry, right? And because a lot of times people would see something, they hear the good, and so they mask themselves behind this image, right? But yet you don't get nothing out of it because it's a hustle, right? And they are working with the establishment. And I'm gonna prove all of this. I'm gonna show you. I got many different avenues. So I'm gonna show you through the mob. I'm gonna show you through religion and spirituality, and these woke groups and organizations. So there's a never ending amount of information. There's never going to be a time where I really can't do a show. But the thing is, put in everything in its proper context. So, to be able to show you the connection and where they come from. I don't like to just talk. I told you I deal with conspiracy revealing. I'm a conspiracy revealist. I'm not, a conspiracy theorist, right? I don't sit down there and theorize all day and put all of these different thoughts in your head. I allow those thoughts that are in your head, I go and search it out, since, most people rather just accept the theory as a fact. So, if you claiming science and all of that, and science, one would have to go and test and see the results, through different angles in order to find out if that theory is a fact or something that you just throw away. And that's what the problem is within our community. If we have enough people bombarding you with information, the average people, the common people will take that half-ass information and run with it, because they have already been taught not to read and research and whatever. Once we have, like, say Egyptologists and all of that, and they telling you all of this about spirituality in Africa, and they're using Egypt as this example. If you had any common sense, well, I'm not going to say common sense. If you was above common sense, you would go, wait a minute, right? Whenever we talk of Africa, we know that Africa is a continent, right? We know that it's not a country. We know that there are multiple countries within Africa. So how does Egypt become, this face of spirituality of Africa, right? And overlooking that Egypt was a part of that Middle East system, right? The Babylonians, the Sumerians, and all of that. So with that information, you would be asking yourself, okay, can I go to Zimbabwe? Can I go to I don't know, like Madagascar, and there's so many places in Africa. I just, the Congos or whatever. Can I go to these places and see this same system that you say is African spirituality? That's what an intelligent mind would say, right? The common mind would see all of the ankhs and all of that symbolism, the things that Freemasonry uses to engulf you. They see those things and they gravitate to it. They was wearing a cross at one time, so now they're wearing an ankh. And so they don't see how they was transferred over to a new religious system versus understanding, how do you say, this quote unquote African spirituality. If it's spirituality, and then they start going into magic and all of this. So then you go, is it magic or is it spirituality, right? Because spirituality, quote unquote is more like this Buddhism and Hinduism and stuff of that nature. So, the ear is supposed to be able to discern these different things. And so that's what I do. I hear and see something, and I can see without just saying this is a conspiracy. I'm going to hunt it out and prove, wait a minute, this right here, this system that you were falling into, this is a system that's coming from somewhere else. And that's what I do. I bring that information to the table. Like I said, I am not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy revealist. Right? Big difference. I don't, like I told you, I do not sit around and theorize to other people something that I can do inside my own mind about these systems. Since I understand, secret societies, their purpose and what they're doing, it makes it easy for me to identify them and point them out. I'm also working on a show specifically about Chicago and the attack on the people ever since the Great Migration, right? And so these are the things that, they're always gonna be connected. So it's a challenge sometimes to be able to get this information out there, right? So I just wanted to give you a quick look at some of the things that I'll be bringing up inside this conversation, right? So let's go over here to my screen real quick. As you see, once again, I'm gonna bring up, the Temple of Caesar, showing this this creation of Julius Caesar and turning him into a god, right? So we have that information. Then from that, inside of that, I'm gonna get into the Haruns and, being a shrine. So then from the shrine, this breakdown of a shrine, we're gonna enter into, the Shriners, right? And as you can see right here behind me, you see the symbol of the Shriners, right? And so we're going to get into that science, right? We're going to get into the people who came up with this system. They admit that they came up with it. They'll give you the breakdown of it. And then we'll watch this history unfold where, we get into, basically the Moorish Science Temple, Nation of Islam, 5% Nation, and all of these, the Nuwabians and all of that. Once we open this can of worms, right? Once we open it, everything starts to reveal itself. And I do this, like I said, there's no financial gain for me. There's nothing. I don't, there's, like I said, if you want to support me, hit the like, the subscribe and that notification bell, right? And if you want to help me financially, just go and buy my book, right? You could go to the on my page, right? You'll go up in the corner over here and you'll see the my different pages. So on that, you can go to my shop, get my designs or something like that. You can go, purchase my book on Amazon. You can go to my webpage. There's different things where you can do to show your support for me, right? But this what I do, I give to you, right? Not for no other reason, but for you to take this information and spread it out yourselves. I want you to take this, just like how the Freemasons take their information in these little pockets and spread it out of deception. I'm hoping that, the truth, the people who truly, because they speak of this truth, right? So I'm hoping the people who are truly of this truth will take this same information and in their little pockets and explain, wait a minute, Julius Caesar, you do know is Jesus Christ. This whole science of Jesus Christ, they tell you 2,000 years ago. You look and see when Julius Caesar passed away, you understand cults. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm really breaking down this cult science. As you see right here, also have a map of Rome in the background here. So this is what we'll be talking about it, like the Julian star right here, and the Rome, like I said, the Temple of Caesar, the comet star. As you listen, and it should start making sense how they use this system to mislead and misguide the people, right? So this is what I'm giving y'all. I'm about to actually slide over to Old Your Gritty and probably do part one, because I know it's gonna be, like I said, I try not to use this channel for long extended shows, right? I try to use that for over there. This is more for just getting information out, more for when when my grows start kicking in, and those type of things. This is just this is the grand strings. So I try to keep this more for that. As I do have information on this channel. I got good numbers on them, so I don't want to close them off. Pardon me here, right? I don't want to close them off. So now when I do get enough views on those others, I probably will close them out on this page, or just do whatever. But anyway, I'm about to slide up out of here, get this show on the ball, right? And so if you want, go over the grand strains, probably like around 9 o'clock. I'll start that show. It'll probably, the first show will probably be like an hour and a half tops, right? So we out. Don't forget, I'm Juice Wanna. This is Grand Strings, Smoking Jokes. Don't forget to hit that like. See, they go to Old Your Gritty right there. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe, and that bell for more notifications, right? So we, oh yeah, and hold on a minute here. And don't forget to get that green thumb. That's what we promote, the green thumb. I don't know why it's not coming up. Oh, wait, there it go right there. Hold on a minute. Let me take this one down. All right, so it was showing me there, but then it's not showing me no more. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I think you know what it is? I think it's inside. It's inside here. All right, let me go inside here real quick and check this out. Yeah, it should be inside there. I'm just trying to see if it'll come up. Forgive me if I know it was there for a second ago. Oh, wait, hold on. I know what it is. I know what it is. All right. Okay, so now let's see what it do now. If I bring it in now, will it start or will it not? All right. Yeah, there it go. See, there it go. So as you can see, get your green thumb. I'm working this out while I'm working with y'all. We out of here. Anyway, peace.